You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. 2 people were taken into custody following a Friday night traffic stop in Berwick. Police pulled over a 2003 Volkswagen Jetta in the area of North Mulberry and West 9th Streets. It was determined that the driver, identified as 33-year-old Stephen Potter, was wanted on multiple felony warrants. When Potter exited the vehicle, his passenger, 30-year-old Carrie Edwards, jumped into the driver's seat. Potter then wrestled with the officer, whose foot got stuck inside the vehicle while Edwards began to drive away. The officer was able to loosen his foot as Potter pushed him from the vehicle and sustained contusions to his left knee and a sprained ankle. Edwards was later found and arrested on Jackson Street, while police found Potter hiding under a bed at a home on Cemetery Street. Both were charged with aggravated assault, while Potter faces additional charges of resisting arrest and flight to avoid apprehension. The duo is currently locked up at Columbia County Prison. A former U.S. congressman launched a new organization to promote change in Pennsylvania. Republican Lou Barletta launched a political action committee called Change PA, which offers a platform for people to discuss issues such as rebuilding the economy and combating illegal immigration. The former Hazleton mayor decided to start the committee after being disappointed in the leadership in Harrisburg over the past 8 years. Barletta said Governor Tom Wolf's handling of the COVID-19 response has been shameful. When asked about a possible run for governor, Barletta said he's not making an announcement just yet, but he's not ruling it out either. Information about his new action committee can be found at changepennsylvania.com. The jury reconvened this morning to hear closing arguments in the trial of Derek Chauvin. The former Minneapolis police officers charged with 2nd and 3rd degree murder and 2nd degree manslaughter in the May 25, 2020 death of George Floyd. Judge Peter Cahill gave the jury detailed instructions on the charges earlier this morning and to consider each charge and verdict separately. Minnesota's maximum sentences for 2nd degree unintentional murder is 40 years, 10 years for manslaughter in the 2nd degree, and 25 years for 3rd degree murder. The world continues to watch and wait for the jury to reach their verdict. An arrest warrant was issued last week for a Wilkes-Barre man who allegedly sexually assaulted a child. Hanover Township Police believe the 26-year-old Nixon Eduardo Torres fled the area prior to being charged with involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, aggravated indecent assault, and indecent assault. Authorities suspect he may be hiding out in the Chicago, Illinois area, so anyone with information on his whereabouts is being asked to call Hanover Township Police at 570-825-1250 or dial 911. Pennsylvania residents are reminded that they can receive help for paying rent or utilities through the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The program assists people with rent and covers utility bills for up to 12 months. To qualify, at least one person in a household must have faced a financial hardship due to the pandemic, and households can earn no more than 80% of their county's median income. The program's on a first-come, first-served basis. So visit compass.state.pa.us to apply or check out the Department of Human Services website for more information. April 24th will mark the 20th biannual National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day to remove dangerous, expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs from homes. The free disposal service collects tablets, capsules, patches, and solid forms of medication, no questions asked. Vaping devices and cartridges will also be accepted if the lithium batteries are removed, but liquids like intravenous solutions, syringes, and illegal drugs will not be. Since 2010, more than 6,842 tons of medications were collectively removed from circulation. A majority of these are stolen or abused by family members and visitors, including children and teens, as more people die each year from drug overdoses than traffic accidents or firearms. Visit takebackday.dea.gov or call 1-800-882-9539 for more information. This Tamaqua Historical Society annual tradition's set to return for Father's Day after a one-year hiatus for the first time in over 3 decades. Summerfest is set to rock and roll downtown June 20th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This year's large street fair will have many delicious local favorites, alongside a variety of crafters, vendors, and music. Another exciting element will be 3 one-hour round-trip train rides offered from the Tamaqua station. The community can check out the car show, a variety of children's fun, including a petting zoo, and the museum and annex's open house, along with demonstrations and tours of the 1848 Hegarty blacksmith shop with a working blacksmith. So mark your calendars and bring the family down to Summerfest, rain or shine. Pennsylvania's vaccine initiative is showing positive progress as Governor Tom Wolf continues his campaign in promoting vaccinations. Our Philip Kaufman has the details.
In Pennsylvania, there have been over 6.7 million COVID vaccinations so far. Last week, Governor Wolf visited the Penn State Vaccination Clinic in Hershey to discuss this progress, show his appreciation for those who operate the clinics, and encourage everyone to know the facts and schedule their vaccination.
Just toured the facility here, and it makes me really proud, but I think all of us in Pennsylvania owe a great debt of gratitude to the folks who do this. I love visiting these vaccination sites. What goes on here is really, really important. And I love talking to the frontline heroes who actually make this kind of a site work. COVID-19 has been a problem for all of us over the past year, 13 months. But now we have a way to fight back, and these vaccines are the way we can fight back and actually move on to the life that we'd like it to be.
Joining the governor for his tour was Acting Secretary of Health Allison Beam and members of the Penn State Health team who are playing an integral role in getting community members vaccinated.
As the governor had indicated, as of Tuesday, every Pennsylvanian 16 and older is now eligible to go schedule that appointment to get vaccinated. We have a steady supply of vaccine coming into the Commonwealth for those who want it. And so we really do want to encourage folks to get vaccinated, get that appointment scheduled, and get vaccinated as quickly as possible.
Pennsylvania's vaccination rollout has made great progress, with the state ranking 10th among all 50 states for first-dose vaccinations. That equates to more than 40% of Pennsylvanians having received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine and more than 20% of Pennsylvanians fully vaccinated. But even with those numbers, the administration advised that we cannot stop now and continues to urge getting our vaccinations.
We need your help. And we look forward to working with you to have Pennsylvanians overcome that hesitancy and any of that skepticism and get that appointment scheduled.
And if you're still concerned or have questions regarding the vaccine,
more information about vaccine safety is going to be coming every day. More trials, the extensive trials that all of these vaccines went through and continue to go through. What we're doing right now and what's happening with the vaccine should give us all comfort. If you want more information, you can go to the website, the Pennsylvania Department of Health website, which is health.pa.gov.
You can also call the Department of Health hotline at 1-877-724-3258. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. Coming up on WYLN News, this one's for the mamas out there. Plus, who's Marty talking sports with this week? But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Charlie. I am 8, and the forecast for tomorrow is partly cloudy.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill. It's Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton Mazda. Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of brands out there. You're looking for something all-wheel drive. You're looking for something sporty. You're looking for something reliable. According to Consumer Reports, Mazda has emerged as the most reliable car brand, beating Toyota and Lexus. You might as well get the most reliable car from the most reliable dealer. So if you're in the area, come on down to Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton. We are the largest Mazda dealer in central Pennsylvania as far as inventory goes. Check them out online at blazealexander.com. We'll even deliver them to you.
She's selfless, strong, and loving, helped heal bumps and bruises, and supported you through everything life threw your way. Now, it's all about her. Heritage Hill Senior Community will honor the special women who have made a difference in the lives of their children and family with a Mother's Day drive-through event on Sunday, May 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. Bring your mom to Heritage Hill at 800 6th Street in Weatherly for a beautiful potted flower and dessert. Attendees will also be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to the 7th Moon Wellness Spa. Contact Rachel at 570-427-4500 or email rtim with 2 M's at heritagehillsenior.com to RSVP by April 30th. Calling all Little Leaguers, Hazleton's looking for players. The Hazleton Little League will be having signups tonight and Tuesday night at Coryell Stadium from 5 to 8 p.m. All those interested must bring proof of address, their child's birth certificate, and medical insurance information. Registration fees are $65 for the first child, $55 for the second, and $45 for the third. So come down and step up to the plate for Hazleton Little League this season. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns was drafted to the news for the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off season across our viewing area. This week he's chatting with Mahanoy area's athletic director and girls basketball coach Eric Moucheron. So let's talk sports. Here's part 1.
Now, Eric, taking over as athletic director has to be tough on its own, but to do it in a COVID world, talk about just some of the challenges right off the bat taking over as athletic director at Mahanoy Area High School.
I mean, taking over athletic director as a whole, like as you said, brings on so many challenges. I kind of had no choice but hit the ground running from the start. I was hired last week of June. In a normal year, we're getting things ready. Typically, the fall schedule is already done. We're finalizing winter, working on the spring schedules. COVID, we didn't know if we were starting fall or not. We didn't know what the fall sports season was even going to look like. So it was really a day-by-day type thing where we met as a group as far as the Schuylkill League ADs very frequently, got a plan in place, saw how it worked, took it like 2-week chunks at a time. We did that until we knew we were definitely going to have a fall season. On the other side of it at Mahanoy Area, we weren't able to even start workouts at first because we still were under restrictions, as we still are today, as far as when we could even gather together. So we did a step-by-step opening of sports in a sense where we allowed certain sports to begin, fall sports only of course, certain sports to begin 1 or 2 weeks, see how it went. Then we would gradually increase to allow the junior high sports and the fall sports until we could get everyone up and running. Once the fall sports season started, then it was just a day by day, hoping that we could make it to the next week, making sure that schedules were finalized. They were changing so frequently. It was just a whirlwind, to say the least.
Coming up on Newside's News Choice, all the details and more on the City of Hazleton's updated website and Community and You. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Community and You. We are joined today by Executive Assistant to the Mayor, Gary Perna. Hi. It's always good to have Gary on the show. Today, folks, we are talking about a update to a website that you all may know. It is the City of Hazleton's website. So, Gary, why don't we start off? Can you just tell us about the update?
Yeah, so shortly after I began at City Hall, Mayor Cassett really wanted to update the website. It really hasn't gone through a really major facelift, if you will, probably for the last 8 or 10 years. So one of the big things was identifying, what we really need to get on our website. And one of the big things is, we want it to be interactive for everyone who goes there. So hazletoncity.org, you go on there, you can see all the information that the city has, how to get permits, how to get some business licenses, also how to report information, to the city, to the police department, the fire department. So it's kind of that one-stop shop for everything in the city of Hazleton.
And any kind of, with the new updates, what can people, I guess, maybe what did people used to use the website for, and I guess how are you guys evolving that to allow more accessibility?
Yeah, I think, in the past, like most websites, it was just there to give information and just see what was going on. Today, we kind of updated it that you can download all the forms that you need. So if you want to open a business in the city of Hazleton, you can go on the website, go to permit and licensing, and print off the applications that you will need. The same stuff goes for zoning applications and stuff like that. You can go on there. Code complaints, the springtime, we start to see a lot more activity outside. And people will start to see, weeds and garbage kind of laying around. So you go on there, you print out the form, fill it out, send it in. Code office will go out and handle it. So all that's there now that wasn't before. You'd have to come into the office. And in this climate of COVID-19, that was one of the other big things that we were looking at, is how we can get all this information out to the residents and those who visit the city of Hazleton. And they can get all that information, which is great. The other thing is with City Council, all of the agendas, all of the ordinances that were passed, the meeting minutes, they're all there now. You can see everything. So you have a question about an ordinance that was passed, you can go on and read the ordinance and be able to understand what's happening. The meeting minutes are there as well, and of course the agenda. So you want to know what's coming up at the next City Council meeting, you'll be able to go online once they're posted.
And how did this plan, I'll get you had mentioned the mayor kind of wanted to do this update. How did this come together now? I guess the funding and everything, what you guys put into it, and I mean, did you get a developer or anything?
Yeah, so I think since the city had a website, and that's gone back to the Mayor Barletta administration, the website was done by Precision Design. We worked with Precision Design to create this new website. Their team has been fantastic. Everything I've asked for, they've gone above and beyond to get it done. So it's a great working relationship with a local business here in Hazleton that the city was able to support, and they've done top-notch work. Not only do they host our city website, but also our Hazleton Public Transit website as well. So, everything looks modern, looks great. We had all our department heads were able to go in, they get their photos done. They're on the website, so you know who you want to talk to. If you want to talk to the fire chief, you know who Donald Leschko is. You want to talk to the supervisor of code, you know who Diane Panzarella is. So all that was just incorporated into this new project, and since it's gone live about 2 weeks ago, we have found a couple bugs. We worked out, no big issue, and a lot of people have been complimenting us on the work that was done because it's a lot easier to understand and to follow now. So we're really happy about that.
All right. Well, folks, more accessibility coming your way online for the city of Hazleton. So get a chance, check out, and if they don't know where to go, they can go to
hazletoncity.org.
hazletoncity.org. All right. Well, thank you for talking with us. And folks, thank you for joining us here on our Community and You on WYLN.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Hey folks, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to have Franmar Duran and Dr. Alex and myself. Let's bridge the gap. I don't want Spanish people to be afraid to come to our office, talk about pregnancy and chiropractic and laser. So come and watch the show.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, ACE's own Sandy Kirchner is leading the way into Autism Acceptance Month to kick off this week's series.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Leading the Way. We are exploring the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. It's Autism Acceptance Month, so this week we are joined by Sandra Kirshner. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
And Sandra is the Senior Service Navigator and the Behavior Consultant.
Yes.
At ACE, Hazleton Autism Family Support Hub. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so why don't we start off? Let's start at the beginning. Talk to us about growing up and what led you on the career path to working in the autistic community.
Okay. Well, let's see. I grew up in South Central Pennsylvania, in just a very, very, very small town just outside of Johnstown, which everyone knows because of the flood. So famous in Pennsylvania. I graduated, went to the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown in psychology, thought my entire life I wanted to do outpatient therapy with teenagers. That was my passion. I got my doctorate from Miami University and ended up being placed for my pre-doctoral internship at Geisinger in Danville. And that's kind of where my life took a turn, because there was another doctoral student in our program who was working as a behavior consultant. They would actually fly her to Alaska twice a year. Wow. Because I guess there are no behavior consultants in Alaska. And I just got very interested in it for some reason. So, you know, as part of our pre-doctoral internship, we're allowed to buy a certain amount of books. I spent my entire allowance on books about autism. And when I graduated from that program, finished that program, I ended up applying as a behavior consultant at Children's Service Center, and I've been there ever since. That was in 2005.
2005. Yep. You've been there ever since?
Yep.
You've been happy with every moment?
Yeah. Well, and the weird thing is that about 3 years into, I guess it would have been about 3 years into working at Children's Service Center, found out that my son, who at the time that I was at Geisinger was only 18 months, 2 years old. I had no idea. Turns out he's on the spectrum. So I always wonder, the world works in mysterious ways, if that's what pushed me towards this path.
Well, all right, folks. We'll continue tomorrow. Check back tomorrow as Sandy continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com. You can also find LVHN's Real Facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.